In the first years of World War II, the rapid style of warfare that defined the German blitzkrieg tactic put German armored units at significant risk of mechanical failure and battlefield immobilization. German tanks, designed with cutting-edge technology for the era, were powerful but often susceptible to breakdowns due to demanding combat conditions and the high-intensity pace of their operations. To address the need for reliable tank recovery, the German military employed a variety of support vehicles, with one of the most notable and versatile being the Sonderkraftfahrzeug or Special Purpose Vehicle 9 FAMO heavy prime mover. The FAMO allowed the German army to maintain the operational effectiveness of its armored units by ensuring that disabled tanks could be recovered, repaired, and returned to the front lines more quickly. The effectiveness of the FAMO in battlefield recovery led to its continued use throughout the war, even as tank weights and designs evolved. From the middle of the war, as tanks grew in size and complexity, so too did the need for efficient and robust recovery options. The combat debut of the Panther and Tiger tanks immediately highlighted the limitations of the early recovery vehicles. The Panther, for instance, weighed around 45 tons, and the Tiger could reach nearly 60 tons, making it very difficult for existing recovery vehicles to transport them. Consequently, the Bergepanther was developed to fill this logistical gap, allowing German forces to recover their larger tanks safely and efficiently. The Bergepanther was essentially a modified Panther tank, stripped of its main gun and refitted with equipment essential for armored recovery. Utilizing the Panther's strong chassis and power, it maintained the Panther's mobility and armor protection, which was critical for a recovery vehicle operating very close to the front lines. The Bergepanther used the same Maybach HL230 engine as the Panther tank, which gave it significant power and endurance, especially in rugged terrain. One of the defining features of the Bergepanther was its 20-ton capacity winch. Located in the center of the vehicle, this winch allowed it to pull tanks from difficult positions, even under heavy fire. For additional stability, especially when using the winch, the Bergepanther was equipped with a spade anchor at the rear. When deployed, this spade dug into the ground, providing added resistance that prevented the Bergepanther from being pulled forward under the load of a heavy tank. The vehicle could be fitted with a 1.5-ton boom crane used for lighter lifting tasks, such as engine swaps, track replacements, or loading heavy supplies onto support vehicles. This crane added versatility and made battlefield repairs even faster. Maintaining the Panther's original armor design allowed the Bergepanther to operate in potentially dangerous areas, offering protection to the recovery crew while they worked under fire. Typically manned by a crew of 4 to 5, the Bergepanther also carried various repair tools, spare parts, and an MG-34 machine gun for defensive purposes. This made it an entirely self-sufficient vehicle that could respond rapidly to any emergency repair or recovery need. The Bergepanther quickly proved itself invaluable on both the eastern and western fronts. Its ability to recover heavy vehicles under fire meant that it played a critical role in minimizing German tank losses. Since it shared many of the same parts as the Panther tank, it was easier to maintain than creating a new, specialized recovery vehicle from scratch. A unique aspect of the Bergepanther was its dual capability. Not only could it extract immobilized vehicles, but it was also able to assist with repairs on the battlefield. In many cases, if a damaged tank could not be recovered immediately, the Bergepanther would provide enough repairs to allow the vehicle to return to safety on its own. Despite its advantages, the Bergepanther was not without limitations. Limited production capabilities meant that only around 340 units were built during the war, leaving the German army still dependent on the earlier recovery vehicles in many situations. The first series of 12 machines were made in the Mann factory on the Panther Ausführung D or D version chassis, which differed from the full-fledged Panthers only by removing the turret and covering the opening with a low, circular superstructure with a hinged hatch. These vehicles were already deployed to units fighting in the Battle of Kursk. Moreover, as Germany's situation worsened and resources became scarce, keeping these vehicles operational became increasingly challenging. The Bergepanther was, in many ways, a pioneer of modern armored recovery. By using a tank chassis as a basis for the vehicle, German engineers demonstrated a forward-thinking approach that has influenced military recovery vehicle design ever since. The heavy-duty winch, crane, and spade anchor systems became standard features for future recovery vehicles, allowing these operations to be carried out more effectively in combat zones. Post-World War II, the concept of using converted tank chassis for recovery and engineering vehicles became a global standard, influencing the design of modern armored recovery vehicles, such as the US M88 recovery vehicle. The M88's design is more dedicated to recovery with a fully enclosed turretless hull and a central winch and crane. It has additional armor and a more powerful engine to deal with the M1 Abrams weight. The Bergepanther also had a fixed boom crane that could lift up to 1.5 tons. This use was useful for engine changes, but limited in scope compared to modern standards. The M88 also features a hydraulic boom crane capable of lifting around 35 tons, making it suitable for engine and turret removal on the field, and it can assist in other heavy-duty repairs. Designed to operate closer to active combat zones, the M88A2 features thicker armor and an enclosed crew compartment, providing better protection against small arms and shrapnel. In general, it can be said that the principles of the Bergepanther's design live on in this modern vehicle, especially in the importance placed on the winch strength, stability features, and operator protection. I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you want to support my channel, check out the PayPal donation link in the description or consider becoming a member. To make sure you don't miss my future work, subscribe to my channel please and press the bell notification button. Thank you and see you in the next video.